Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no luck. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little what's your run up cash, double back. Baby show me what your mama made and made that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no, this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Aight, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' poke the dog with some bump. Aight, they gonna click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, aight, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. With my the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up my real like my mans in them who get it all with the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stage. You keep walking, that you trying to end up Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When nobody burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma run out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. Let you someone for all his life. So full of praise. I just wanna get that up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, inside and bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. We wanna go up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. Then it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, she want a team. I'm what I hype about, I'm what they rushing to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype is out. I've been married to mud, I can't wipe and I'm wiping. I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them, I try to stop in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like, ew. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Dust these Jones, I just these spell check. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. Then it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, she want a team. But there's don't running all the gangs, oh yeah. But they can't run it all the gangs, oh yeah. But there's don't running all the lanes, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. But there's don't running all the gangs, oh yeah. But they can't run it all the gangs, oh yeah. But there's don't running all the lanes, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. Give me a team, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. Then it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, she want a team. Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your light. Shut it down. The career is more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm not kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that baby, well alright. Tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it? Try to come run back, they popping your tires. Hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on team. Playing both sides of you. Shout out to your friends. I've been going crazy, shot. I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She tryna go. I just been icing out. I just been tripping out. This whole nother level shot. I got it on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna on the hold up. I got this me. She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like me, you know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. Be worried about that. My toes up. All in the kitchen can't get the cold up. Nigga like they know it. Double OK, that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Quick throw to Olave. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Rattler wants to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off of play action, Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Faking the give, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold down to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Well, Darnold keeps it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Walker. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Walker once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Eluding the... And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To the air is Rattler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rattler. He completes it to Alamo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Rattler. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rattler working out of the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's when your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So after the field goal, back out is Grupe to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line. Even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Well, the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Near the sideline, it's caught by Miller. And he'll he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive will start with an option going left. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no rolling. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
35-yard line.
Second and 6. They'll drop to throw. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So that one on the defense, but it's going to be declined, and that will send us to Orlando. It's halftime. Here's the coach. Cooper able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Darnold. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This is 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches. Here's Darnold. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Darnold a sneak. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On a slant, here's Collins. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Darnold keeps it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Sam Darnold with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Jason Myers
now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Saints 10.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Looking to put a drive together. Rattler wants to throw it. The pass caught by Olave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. Watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
To the air is Rattler. Oh, no, he lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, in the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Darnold down to throw. And that's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Well, something appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 4. 1:54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
brings up
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
As a quarterback, this is where you look for those instincts to really kick in and take over, right?
Yeah, you can't force it downfield because if you throw an interception here, the game could be over.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
5-yard gain.
Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
At the 39-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
2nd and 1 at the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Nice solid game there, partner. The clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely every second right now. More and more precious as it ticks.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.